ready to die.
You want answers? I want the truth. You can't handle the truth.
To protect the sheep, you got to catch the wolf. And it takes a wolf to catch a wolf. You understand?
Allow nothing to be in your life that you cannot walk out on in 30 seconds flat if you spot the heat around the corner.
Welcome, everybody, to Thinking Game. This your boy Mike. It's your boy Jay in the house, and we got Pill in the house, man. What's going on, man?
Yo,
How's everybody week going before we jump into this thing?
hey, it's been an entertaining week. I can say that.
Oh, man, boy.
Very entertaining.
Yeah, man. You calm down now, Pill?
Oh, I've been calm.
You straight? Boys on there like, Frick, you don't talk about the city like that.
Yeah, hey,
Woo,
for real.
I got to cool this down. I'm
Nah,
passionate about that.
yeah. Hey, we brought too much money around here, man. No,
Oh, man, that's so funny,
yeah.
man. All right, guys, the Thinking Game, man, where we make a podcast from guys based on Southwest, based on our experience. And we actually finna get right into it, man. So let's get right into it. So I seen somebody talk about this. They said people are so used to doing, so used to bad stuff that the good irritates them. Is that kind of true? When you grow up in the inner city, you're so used to dealing with the negative that the positive seem kind of weird?
Yeah.
Weird, and,
Can they?
and you don't trust it. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
When something
Yeah.
like, well, if there's something good happening, something bad about to happen behind it, or some strings attached. You know what I mean? So it feels kind of a little alien to you.
Mm-hmm.
It's a trap.
Yeah, for sure.
It definitely feel weird. They're like, man, it's just too good. Hey, it's catch-22 behind this one.
Yeah.
That man gave y'all some money. He donated some money. He gave you a ride. He trying to do something to you. Don't let him touch you. You know what I mean? Like, he can't just be a good person. You know what I mean? Woman being nice to you. She just trying to buddy you up so she can rob you. You know what I mean? It's just weird. Weird. It makes you suspicious of everything.
Mm-hmm.
And then the stuff that you deal with in the neighborhood, like say if you live in the projects or something, it's like you have that paranoia that somebody could break your house. You don't think they're going to, but you know it's always a chance somebody could kick your door in. Do y'all still feel that sometimes every now and then, just living in your own house? Like, do you ever think like, man, you know what I'm saying? Like, or you just kind of, cause you've been, you know, you're not living there no more. You don't have that kind of that unease. You know what I'm saying? You know, when you live in the project, you think, you know, every time you leave the house, you like, man, somebody could kick my door in. You know what I'm saying? And I think stuff like that, when you living in a good neighborhood, you be like, man, somebody still probably could break in my house. You know what I'm saying? You don't take that kind of, you know, for granted, I guess, that feeling, that spider sense, I guess. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. When I stayed in the South, I didn't expect nobody to break in the house because everybody around there basically knew each other. But when I stayed in the Southwest, boy, I'd be scared to leave the house. I was like, man, somebody. No, I got to get up out of here.
Yeah,
And
and
then the next one is, go
I
ahead.
definitely don't think about it no more. But I still take the precautions. You know what I mean? You know, still,
Yeah.
you know, sleep with a shotgun in reach. You know what I mean? Just in
Oh,
case,
for
you know, X and O happen. You know, so
sure. Yeah.
you know, I don't like still lock my doors. You know, turn my
Oh, for
alarm
sure.
off and things like that. But I don't have that looming over my head. You know what I mean? I lived in the projects for a long time, and nothing ever happened. Luckily, because we was out there, we was active. Like, I mean, we was just outside every day. Somebody was there.
Yeah.
Toward when I got older and started working a lot more, and people was out of house, we got broke into. It was from young cats, you know what I mean. And then you gotta, and it was just like instinct to go into that mode, like, well, find out who did it and do whatever, blah blah blah. And it's like, man, am I really willing to, like, they didn't really get nothing? Am I really willing to go this far for this? And I'm finna move anyway.
Right.
And then it was just like, well, forget reputation, forget all this stuff. You gotta be smart. We just move.
Yeah, and the next one was, you got something to say, Pill, before we move to the next one?
Yeah. Like where I stay now, I was surprised because one day, the trunk was left open. It was drinks and stuff in the back. Neighbor
Yeah.
came knocked on the door. You left your trunk open. Ain't wasn't nothing missing.
Oh yeah.
It it's been up all night. Ain't nothing
Well,
missing. I was like,
you better not do that in the old South End.
man,
Even if they do know you, they still taking them drinks, dog.
I said,
and
"Please, you take
then walk around on the street drinking it like
Yeah.
they ain't did nothing. You know what I'm saying? Looking at you, man. Somebody broke in your trunk.
yeah, that's
Hey,
right.
I mean, you thirsty, you know what I mean, trying to get your stuff back. And I experienced the same thing.
Man, they got this from
garage,
Barnes.
Mhm.
No, I'm messing with
I left my garage open. I had lawnmowers in there. I had a chainsaw.
Boy.
And I had all my son's stuff. He had,
Oh yeah, Jay stay in the
Power
quiet
wheels.
neighborhood, man.
And then I left. It's just
Oh, yeah.
like, you know what I mean? We were Southwest. You wouldn't have had nothing.
Nothing. They are. That's
That was
exactly what I
called.
said.
They'll steal your basketball and then be playing with it on the court.
It's so crazy you won't even hear their footsteps. Something so good you don't even hear their footsteps. In your garage door open, you don't even hear the
Boy.
footsteps. You just come out there and it's gone. You're like, man, I didn't even hear nobody come in the garage.
If you don't close it in 5 minutes, they in there.
In there, go on.
And then this will make it hard to help like homeless people living in the hoods. Like being deceived for so long, we get apprehensive in moments of clarity. Like, you know, man, people, man, in the hood, man, dudes come up with some of the most craziest stories, man. You know, got a kid in Memphis and the Martin Luther King Hospital, man. You know, if you can give me some change, man, I can help him get him out. And it's like, man, you in Little Rock at Pickpack on 12th Street, but your kid's all the way in Memphis at the Jude Hospital or whatever. Some of the crazy stories people come
Hey
up
man,
with,
that sound like that woman that be at Common Go in Southwest.
Could be. It be dudes, it be women, it be the people, man. People got some creative stories, man. It's crazy.
Man,
So when you actually meet somebody that's telling a story, it's kind of hard because people have been selling you a dream for so long. You're like, I don't know if this is for real.
Yeah,
So to be safe, I'm just not gonna get involved at all.
You know? Yeah, if my heart's saying, nah, I ain't believing that story. I ain't gonna do nothing.
Yeah.
But if I usually go by myself and like I said, my heart, like if God lead me to like give whatever, I don't think about what they're gonna do with it. It would be me to give that $5, that $10, $20, $1, or 50 cents, whatever I give. It was in me to do it. Trying to police where my money went, you know what I mean? If it's don't hurt you that bad, you probably don't need to give it.
So do you feel that way about church too? When people be talking about tithes and stuff, you feel the same way about tithes and stuff?
Well, you know, tithes is more a uniform.
No, that's different, right? That's different.
No, I mean it's a more uniform thing. You know what I mean? And you know, I don't believe in tithes like a standard that you get. A man-made amount that you get from me. Now, offerings, plenty. My offering may be less than 10%. It may exceed 10%, depending on what I'm going through and what my heart deemed, or the church has got a good cause or things like that.
Yeah.
You know, I got to be wise with my money and don't feel. I don't like when other organizations feel obligated to something I work for, and I owe them that. You know what I mean? I know the church has got to run, and they help a lot of people, and that's the best way to help. Just to give them that constant income, but you know,
like you actually want to see where you actually want to
Um,
see where your money going. I'm paying these tithes and offerings. I want to see, okay, we've been putting in money for about 3 years on pastor's anniversary. This y'all done had another anniversary? No, I can't keep doing that. But
it's like they
if I
have
see,
it every year.
no, 2 or 3 times a year. But now if I say okay, we didn't build something for the youth to do on the weekends or during the week or whatever. You know, a new building.
Pretty much investing back in the church, right?
Yeah.
I've been to a church. They were very transparent what they were offering. They had this thing. Each member would just give $1 a day, and this is going to go specifically to this. And they counted up the members.
Most churches are like that, though. Yeah,
there's 365. This is a separate offering to do this, and we plan to do this in 6 months, and this is what we're going to do. And they was kind of transparent about it, and it was kind of refreshing to be.
Most churches are, most churches are transparent unless they I mean, my church, we actually help people, like, I mean, on the spot, like, help somebody on the spot, man. That was in some rough times, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I mean, y'all,
For sure.
speaking from from you looking and witnessing, y'all are a very good church,
Mm-hmm.
upfront. You
Appreciate
know
that,
what I
man.
mean?
Appreciate that, man.
Shout out to
Um,
church, man.
like,
So
and,
let me ask y'all this.
leading
When
by
we talk,
example is
go
really
ahead.
good, and I commend y'all church for doing that and
Yeah.
setting the standard for not only the members, the actually church leadership, and that's very refreshing in these day
Yeah.
and time.
Yeah.
Yeah. So let me ask y'all this. You know, we was talking about you deal with bad so long you don't know what's good. How many of y'all have ever, when we was younger, you dealt with women or girls that you actually come at them in a nice way and they say, "No, he just too nice."
Yeah.
Does that sound crazy when people say that? Oh, he too nice. I wish you would be more aggressive. It's like, do you know what you asking for? That's like when you tell a dude something like that, it be like, it's like you said, I really want you to choke me out. That don't even make sense when you say I want you to be more aggressive. You don't know what that mean person by person. You know what I'm saying?
No.
That's what in life, there's no one size fits all in life, you know what I'm saying? Everybody got different definitions, you know what I'm saying? But I knew girls like that, like, it seemed like when you dog them out, they like that more than if you try to be a nice guy. Like if you try to open the door for them or you don't try to, mess with them on the first night. I've had that happen one time. A girl like, "Oh, so you don't want to come up to my apartment?" I'm like,
No. Yeah.
I was trying to be a gentleman. I've definitely,
The
I've
sheep,
definitely
you
lost
got to
some
catch
games.
the wolf, and it takes a wolf to catch a wolf. You understand?
I've definitely lost some games of being not aggressive because I'm like, hey, I've heard that a gentleman waits or this and I was
oh
like,
yeah.
well, I'm not a lady. You know what I mean? I'm a lady of the night. Like you gotta be aggressive.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? It's
Boy,
like don't because
man.
you gotta know who you're dealing with on a case by case basis.
Yeah,
Like I'm
you
not
do.
a lady. Like
Exactly. Yeah.
she was like, and then they got to know me. It's
But
like
they won't tell you that. They tell you that through their actions, but
but
they won't
no,
say it out
but
their
later I
mouth.
got to
Yeah.
know one of them. It's like, well, if you was like
Yeah.
this when we was dating, we was fine. Like, you know what I mean? But I was trying to be a gentleman. Just be yourself. But like sometimes telling a man or a woman to be themselves, you open a whole nother can of worms. Like if this person can be devious, evil, conniving, you tell them to be themselves, you unlocking a psychopath in some situations. But
Boy.
I definitely,
For
but
real.
I've had a good track record with women. I've never had charges filed against me. I've never
Oh,
been
for sure. I don't think any
physically
one of
beat
us have, yeah.
up. I mean, you know what I mean. So when I complain about women, I mean, I really, really was lucky. Didn't have no babies put on me and things like that. So I can complain, but it's just
I
why.
think just in life, from a balanced standpoint, you have to understand that just like there's bad men out there, there are some bad women out there too. You know what I'm saying? Whether damage through life, trauma, whatever, it's both sides of the fence. It's not just one side. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Just
I
like
think
men
I
can
don't
be
really deal
dogs,
with that
women
many
can be
bad women.
alligators. I don't know, huh?
I don't
You
think
said
I
what?
deal with really any bad women. I'm going like 95% good.
But I don't think you was really in the trenches though, like trying to pick up bad women though. That's the thing though. I mean, we've seen secondhand like dudes get like, man, I don't, man, dude gonna lose some. He gonna have some gray hairs, man, early in life. He dealing with that,
Yeah.
you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I've definitely
So
secondhand seen some stuff that I
yeah.
felt like I experienced it because I was too close. I was in the front row and I was just like, nah,
Too close. You're too close, man. Too
I
close.
think they got
Too
on
close.
me. I'm still trying to
Boy,
wash that off. You know what I mean? So
boy. Yeah.
Mm. Oof.
So moving to this next slide. I'm gonna play this video. It says I seen this on the Pat Bell podcast. According to Gilbert Arenas, he said fear and love is some of the elements that determine greatness for a person. Let me add this video real quick.
Man, like what made people great, right? I wanted to identify greatness, right? 2-parent homes, 1-parent home. What was the father like? Genetics, like what was the atmosphere? Okay, if like somebody like Curry and Clay, right, didn't come from the hood, right? So somebody who like a Jimmy Butler and them, right, their fear of hunger and being poor and coming from this environment, they didn't want to be in this environment no more, drove them to be great. All right, what's the other side look like? like the Grant Hills, and what's making them work? Love. So then you identified the ways to make it to your profession is either fear of staying where you are, or you love it so much that you're obsessed with it. There's
Yeah.
only two roads.
Damn.
And I
Interesting.
don't think being in the NBA and being from humble beginnings, I don't think one is bigger than the other now.
Because I was having.
All right.
That's
Yeah,
solid.
what y'all think about that, man?
That's solid. That's solid. That's true.
People don't think they are driven by emotions or motivated, but don't nothing make you move like fear, and don't nothing make you feel like you can do something you never thought you could do besides love. Like when you first see your kid, you really want to provide them, and that's moving out of love. So your motivation really matters to what you do, because you can get used to anything. Any terrible circumstances can be your normal, but
I think he missed one thing too. I think those two are definitely, but I think resources, man, make a difference too, man. Like if you have resources.
Yeah, of course. But like motivation wise, your resources don't motivate you. Losing those resources out of that fear may motivate you, and loving those resources may motivate you. But I think
I'm talking about like as far as the people, like if your parents got the resources to get you the cleats and stuff like that, you know.
And guess what?
At the XJ 9000s or whatever.
And we see a lot of the times those people aren't motivated to do anything. They just go to school because school is paid for and it's easy and everything is a little bit more smoother. But you see like he said, you see people humble beginnings. They got 6'6", and basketball is all they had. If they didn't do this, they were going to be broke on the street. Their mama wasn't going to do this, so that fear motivated them because they had something to lose. When you got that golden parachute, like even Elon Musk inherited a lot of wealth from him. He came from a wealthy family, so he had the resources to try different things. He had the luxury to try and fail. Well, it's easy to keep going, not easy, but keep going and try another idea after failed idea. Like you don't have the resources to fail 75 times.
Right.
You have the resources to fail maybe twice. If school don't go right for you one or two times, you can't keep doing loans. So resources are different, but it wasn't motivational for him to have those resources. It didn't push him. It just gave him the freedom to keep trying until his electric car blew up, and now he's making.
I think what I'm saying, like resources, like to really like keep like Grant Hill, like when you got resources to keep your kid away from an environment that could pull them down off a random situation. Like how many dudes that we know that really could have went pro, but just that random situation in the city stopped them from doing that, making that, that random mistake, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
That's all I'm saying. Like, you think about like a lot of dudes, trying to think of a situation. I don't want to say nobody's names, but we went to school with some dudes, man, that was, awesome. But just the randomness of living in the hood, man, got to them, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like, you think about Michael Orr, right? Michael Orr was with their family that had the resources that kept them away from there and had them in school playing football and camps or whatever. I'm not saying that you got to have that, but I'm saying that make a difference, though, as far as the percentages, as far as, increasing the chances, I guess is what I'm saying.
If you like,
because summertime, we know that summertime is one of the roughest times for kids in the inner city, right? Because you out of school, not every kid can go to football camp or whatever. So you just kind of just hanging out, you know what I'm saying?
Or even
eat. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, you know what I'm saying? So
they're starting to give like low income families like food stamps because they knew those kids were relying on those 2 meals at school every day.
Yeah. Oh man, inflation is real, man. For real, real.
When you talk about when you have a highly successful person, sometimes they'll tell you, they'll get on a podcast and say, this is what made me successful, waking up at 5 a.m. or
that's for sure.
Doing that because like some people say they don't really know. It was a mixture of the resources they had, luck, meeting the right person, being in the right situation, just how Michael Orr was in the right situation. A lot of people, they were in the wrong situation. They got in one car That car had a gun in it. That gun had a body in it. Instead of going to college, they went to jail for an accessory of murder that they weren't even attached to. So luck can go both ways. It can be that one that make you invent Facebook, or the one that can get you locked up because you was in the wrong network. So that's a right network, a wrong network or association can get you higher or get you lower. But we can't.
Even within in the hood, right? We was talking about, like, say, bad luck, good luck. Some things, I learned this from my own experience. Some things, man, you just gonna have to go without. You got to put in the work, and you got to go without while you putting in the work. You know what I'm saying? Like, I went through that phase, having the rims and stuff and hanging out and stuff. But when I really started to come into my brain, I was like, man, this stuff is meaningless. Like he just said, it's kind of meaningless at some point when you get to that point in your head. But man, knowing who to be around and not to be around is one of the most important things, man. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
You don't want to find out by doing 10 years in the feds to not, that's the worst way to find out, not to be around somebody, you know what I'm saying? But understanding that dynamic, like, dude, like, I don't even want to risk. Like, some people, y'all might know this, but some kids don't know this. Like, I'm not getting in the car with this person, with Freddie Joe at all, because I know what he about. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's documented. I know what he about. I'm not getting in the car with dude. I'll walk. I'll keep walking. You know what I'm saying?
But
it whether he offer me a ride or not. Go ahead, P.
Yeah. Like the ones I grew up around, they already gonna tell you, hey, even if you know it, they're like, hey, say young blood, no, we ain't letting you. You got
Some
you
dudes
got
don't tell you though. Yeah.
No,
what was that movie?
The
Was
ones I grew up around, they was like,
for sure.
no, you got a whole different path, and I appreciate that too.
Yeah.
That's a real OG.
Yeah.
Yeah, real OG. Yeah.
Hey,
ain't too many of them floating around no more, man. You see that podcast, the OG? You ever see that podcast, the old dudes on there? The OG podcast? Yo, man, tell them about the OGs, man. Yo, man, this is your boy Magic Don One. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Let me tell you, you understand me? I was in Chicago, man. They call me Magic, man.
Yeah.
But and you notice with real OGs, they're really talented managers too. They see potential. And some kids, they have a close relationship to violence, and they're and they can do that. They can go down that dark path, and that wouldn't be nothing for them. And then they can see the one it ain't in you, and you were kind of smart, and I see the potential in another light. So they can recruit you to do some bad stuff, and they can see this another kid and motivate them to do good things. So it's a talent management,
and that's
and they have those. And then it's like the luck, because you can work harder than somebody, be better than somebody, and they can have more success. Right place, right time. I think Michael Vick got a stronger arm than Patrick Mahomes, but Patrick Mahomes got more Super Bowls. You know what I mean? And then, like, Patrick Mahomes is like, well, this man can throw harder than me. He's smart, more athleticism. Why isn't he doing this? Why didn't he ever do this?
That's actually a good example. Why do you think that Patrick Mahomes had more? Go ahead.
And I'm seeing, this man have more physical ability than me. He's working harder or just as hard. But why am I a 3-time Super Bowl champion and he never made it to the Super Bowl? And there's really no answer. Time, place, association.
I think there's an answer. It's just people don't want to be honest about it, right?
Mm-hmm.
Now, think about Michael Vick. He did have a strong arm, but what would you rate Patrick Mahomes' pocket presence versus Michael Vick pocket presence, like just pocket passing? What would you rate him? 1 to 10. Mahomes probably about an 8 pocket presence.
I would get probably
just
a 9.
Standing up in the pocket, throwing the ball.
Probably a 9 or 10. I mean, probably
Michael Vick.
One of the best.
Michael.
Now, so like pocket presence and throwing.
Yeah.
Patrick Mahomes like 10 or 9. Now Michael Vick probably about 5 or 6.
Yes.
5 to 6. But pocket presence and scrambling and escapability.
And then
Michael Vick's got a 6th sense about escaping the pocket to run.
Okay. Right.
So you know
And
what I
that's
mean.
and
So,
that's
yeah.
no problem. But I'm saying sustainability over amount of time. That 9 in pocket presence, 10 in pocket presence will sustain you longer, right? Than scrambling. Because
If
when
you
you
got
scramble, you
if
take the risk on getting hit by somebody
that
that's 260.
that's if you got a team. You got it.
Yeah, and that's see,
Right. And
there's
I
so many,
understand that too.
there's
I
so many
understand that too.
factors that one person doesn't control.
Right.
Patrick
I
Mahomes
get it.
didn't control all of that. I'm him now. Vick controlled all that off the field, but I'm talking about somebody successful and somebody that wasn't so successful with sometimes even more talent.
Right.
So you can
Right.
you can work
But what I'm
harder,
saying is there
have
is
more
an
talent,
answer.
and you can still
Yeah.
lose or still
Cause that,
not be great.
could you learn that? Could he learn how to throw in the pocket, Michael Vick? Could he have learned how to throw in the pocket? Yes or
Yes,
no?
he did.
Okay,
He
look,
did. On the
I'm gonna
cool.
I'm gonna like okay. Michael Vick was in the league a certain amount of time.
Right, I understand that, but he
And
got
they
hit
were
up, he got caught
no.
up.
And they was trying
Yeah.
like let's say he was in the league 10 years.
Right.
He went to practice. You think those coaches weren't coaching him? And he wasn't trying to be a better pocket passer? He was trying. Like,
He
you know what I mean?
revert back to
If
what he
no,
know. I
if-
don't think he
No.
Go ahead.
We see this. And we assume because he wasn't doing it, he wasn't trying. That man went to work every day and tried. Some people like those are grown men that have been playing football all their life. You don't
Right.
think he was trying? Like, what's the difference between Alex Smith and Tom Brady, or even Peyton Manning and Tom Brady? All of those three guys.
Tom Brady
Alex
listened
Smith,
to the coach.
Alex, see, you think there's something they're not doing it. Alex Smith,
Yeah.
Ivy League graduate, very smart guy,
Yeah.
but he just didn't. Peyton Manning had something. Peyton Manning, Tom Brady, they all worked hard. And if Drew Bledsoe didn't get hurt, Tom Brady is never Tom Brady. Hard work,
I guess what I'm saying,
would have never happened. So it's an
what I'm
opportunity,
saying is
hard
Michael
work,
Vick.
development,
Go ahead.
and opportunity.
What I'm saying is, as an individual, I had to learn this for myself. As an individual, there come points in your life where you have to develop yourself. A coach can't do it. Can't nobody else do it. You have to make that up in your mind. That's all I'm saying. In my opinion, I just don't think that he wanted to do that. That was working for him because he's like, why do I need to add this bullet to my gun when these other bullets are working?
I think he did.
But
I agree with you.
I don't think he did.
I think he did.
When he-
I did. I agree with you, Pierre, but go ahead.
So I don't think he practiced on working throwing the route tree. I don't know. I don't think he
if
did,
you
bro.
if you go back when they finally started like really letting them play in Philly, you saw him pocket passing. You saw
when he wanted to, but he didn't want to do it consistently.
Look, I think, like this is the same thing with Shaq and free throws.
Yeah.
If you think Shaq
100%.
wasn't working on free throws, you're crazy.
Man,
The
look at
result-
him in the playoff. The
He
playoff.
kind of say, but he also kind of say he didn't. He said he just hit him when he need to. He said he didn't care about free throws, but he just hit him when he need to.
Because he
Guess
was
what?
working
That's
on
pride.
it.
I mean, who's gonna say they're 14% in field goals, and you get on TV? I've really been working on my free throws. I was in the gym 8 hours a day. I was in the gym 3 hours before practice, focusing on free throws, and the results don't show that. You look like a fool. So, like every class clown, I wasn't even trying to study. I wasn't even trying to study. That's a cop out to protect their pride.
Mm-hmm.
Shaq was working on his free throws,
So
just like Michael Vick was working on pocket passes. The results just weren't there. And with your self-growth journey, you cannot believe, and it's bad for your psyche to believe you can work hard and practice on something and dedicate the time and not get the result you want. And those men dedicated the time, they did the research, they did the work, and it didn't work. They didn't get better. And they tried everything they could, and they just didn't get better.
Okay.
I mean, it's like, because it's a difference between upper echelon and regular. And some people, everybody that's regular or below average, they want to be exceptional. And
For
it's
sure.
and it's
100%.
not always they were lazy. They worked hard. They was there every day. They put in, and it just didn't happen for them.
I mean, just like in I tell kids, it's in dating. Like some dudes are good at certain things, and it stands out, and some dudes are not. And it's just some dudes good at being funny, some dudes good at conversation,
Well,
some
work
dudes
on
got the
being
resources.
well. Go work on being funny then. It just don't work
Well,
like
yeah, you can if you just know how to do it. But some people,
I mean, that with your mindset, that's what you have to believe. You cannot not believe that. It'll mess up your the core values of
I get
who
what you're
you are
saying.
as a
I just
man.
think I'm not saying he gonna be Peyton Manning, but I'm saying like there are some things that he could have worked on if he wanted to. But
And your answer is going to be always he could have worked harder. He should have worked harder, and that's why he didn't
not work. I'm
succeed.
just calling it, but like, do you think he was watching game film and stuff? Do you think he was doing?
Yes.
He was kicking. This is what I'm talking about. The young Michael Vick in Atlanta before the stuff.
Man, of course he could have did more,
Man,
but yes, he
that's
was.
That's all I'm
trying.
saying. That's all I'm saying. Yeah.
But guess what? Everybody could have done more.
Yeah.
That was his job, 8 hours a day. He wasn't sitting back eating candy bars when everybody else was practicing.
You never know. We weren't there. You never know.
Most people don't do it.
Hey, Mike, you
What's
funny.
his name? Eating candy. He had Skittles for his snack, man. Marvin Harrison. So you think other people weren't doing that?
Oh, Marshawn.
Dale Green. No, not Marshawn, but Marvin Harrison did too.
Yeah, basically, Marvin Harrison was a snack food junkie.
Dale Green had Tootsie Roll in his socks, bro.
Hey, I understand. I can't say nothing. I understand.
Oh man.
But you can go. People can work out every day, and one person can get faster, and another one can stay with that same speed. But go ahead.
I'm with you. What you think? Pick one. Easy E Lokes or Kool Moe Dee Shades? If you had to pick one, who you rolling with?
Well, I'm going with them Lokes, man.
Go with them
Lokes. As a kid, as a kid in the single digits, I was definitely going with Kool Moe Dee. I ain't never seen nothing like that. But as a real person, I definitely going with the Lokes.
They back now.
Yeah.
They back now.
Yeah, they are back now. Yeah, them Oakleys, they kind of like them Oakley glasses. Yeah, they be wearing them little sports glasses, but I don't know. Them Easy E Lokes, though. Them Lokes changed the game, man. I don't know. I think he made them single-handedly famous, man.
Man, hey, even they them
Lokes and the Jerry curl with the socks.
I still got a parallel. I keep a pair. I ain't gonna fly. Keep a pair.
Yeah, when you used to have the braids straight back, you kind of had that Easy E look, man. When you had the braids going straight back.
Yeah. I'm telling you, I still keep a pair of Lokes somewhere. Yeah. At least
he
two.
Changed the game.
And
Lokes and flannel shirts.
I think a lot of black people made a lot of stuff trendy, and they should have got brand deals or advertisement. Like that's free advertisement. And I think Jay-Z hit on that. Like when everybody popping, giving Cristal all these props in their videos, that's free marketing for them. And the industry that really hates you, you know what I mean? You know, he probably sold like those Ray-Bans. He sold probably millions or billions of dollars in free advertising. That's crazy.
Was that Ray-Bans or was them the gas station shades?
I don't know what they were wearing. But if there was gas station brand glasses, if I was Ray-Ban, I would have definitely gave that man a deal.
Boy, for real. Yeah. He definitely them Lokes, man. I mean, it was what I know. My dad used to rock. He used to have a little Jerry curl, and he had the ducktail. You know, they had a hollow with the ducktail with the Lokes. Man, my dad used to do it. So, what do you think about this in the corporate world? Handling angry customers, man. That's one thing I hate about working customer service jobs and retail, man. Dealing with angry customers, man. It's crazy. The stuff they don't tell you about, like you can see dude work at Walmart for 15, 20 years. One incident with a customer, he can lose his job just like that. You know what I'm saying? And the customer might have been in the wrong. I've seen that happen before. You know what they tell you? The customer's always right. It's crazy.
Hey, they never made me believe that.
No. I'm just saying that's what they say because the customer spend the money and stuff. You know what I'm saying?
I don't
It was like
know.
working at a fast food place. I worked at McDonald's before. Some people, man, they talk crazy, straight cash money to you. You know what I'm saying? It's like something inside of you. You have to get to the point and realize, like, man, they just saying this because they outside the drive-through window, man. Like if they saw you like walking in Walmart,
Yeah,
they probably wouldn't even say nothing to you, man. But some people
yeah,
just be like that though.
yeah, man, sometimes you
But
gotta check it out.
Yeah.
but they don't never tell you how to deal with
But,
angry customers. They always say treat them. You know, they always right. What's
no,
out?
I mean, they like, I went through at my job. I went through, and then many of my jobs, we went through like kind of sensitivity training, what we
Yeah,
can take and what we can't. We got to draw a
right.
hard line. You don't have
Yeah,
to take um,
but it gets
verbal
so
abuse.
blurred though.
You can
The
stop.
line get blurred though. Yeah, but the
You can
line get
stop. You know
blurred
what I
though.
mean?
Yeah.
Yeah,
They'll tell
but
you
you
one
gotta
thing, and then when you do it, they say, "Well, you're not supposed to do it like that." That's
no,
what y'all told me to do.
like our self defense policy is really crazy. Basically, they want you to
Yeah.
run. If somebody try to hit, I mean they're like, hey, don't
Yeah.
defend yourself, don't cover up, don't do nothing, run. The best defense from lawsuit and not getting fired. They train you in different tactics to run. If they get you, they tell you how to escape. Getting grabbed from the back or with
Yeah.
your hand, so you can remove yourself from a physical altercation. If you ended
Yeah.
up boxing them on
Yeah.
YouTube, you're fired. You know what I
Yeah,
mean? Well, I'm
Yeah.
defending
For
myself. You
sure.
struck that person and you could have left. But verbal abuse,
Yeah.
we can shut down the whole conversation and deny them service. Any like cuss
Right.
word come
yeah,
out, but we think as strong individuals, oh yes, sir, I'm gonna keep ringing you up or keep taking your order and you cussing. You know what I mean? But
Right.
you can shut
Yeah.
that down and you can just leave the situation.
Ashley says sometimes you just got to walk away when you have a disgruntled customer. The hardest part sometimes when you're young is the street code is in you.
Yeah.
man.
You gotta change that code. If you don't change that
Hey,
street code, you ain't gonna walk away. You like, I'm going toe
man.
to toe. Then that's it. Then
I
Because
when you
you feel
get
like
done, they
you
gonna say,
something else.
yeah, exactly,
shit.
exactly.
I had to learn that. I had to learn that recently. I think once COVID had hit,
Well, you still got that Southside chip in you, man. Nah,
man.
man.
Hey, say Jack, you ain't first of all, you ain't even talk to me any kind of way. But I had to remind myself, yeah, I am
Man.
working for somebody else. But in the same breath, you're not gonna talk to me crazy anyway, because I'm
Right.
gonna deny you service. I'm gonna
That's what I'm
deny you
saying. Like a
service.
lot of times when you like a place like that, if they saw you away from the job, just neutral, and they saw you at a
You wouldn't
gas station,
try
they
it.
wouldn't say nothing to you.
You
They
wouldn't
wouldn't say
try
nothing
it.
to you. Yeah. So.
What the
But
hell?
yeah, man, just know that when you work in customer service, any retail job, you're gonna deal. I remember when I worked at the airport,
Mm-hmm.
as shuttle driver, I
Mm-hmm.
get in trouble all the time. Like 90% of the people cool, but it's
Yeah.
that 10%. Somebody come throw their bag on the ground, they want you to pick it up. Like, no, I'm not picking nothing up. You gonna pick it up.
Yeah.
Or you gonna ask me nicely, and you probably gonna say, please, I'm not picking it up. I get in trouble all the time. He said,
Man.
my manager be like, Mike, I know, man, I know they being mean. I know they are. But man, can you just be nice? I said, I am. But I'm not gonna just let them just run over me, man, like a
No.
doormat. Man, I know, man. I know you going to school, man. You are very smart. But man, could you please just
No.
do it for me? Do
No.
what? You want them to just,
No.
you know what I'm saying? But yeah, man.
Mm-mm.
So
But that's
I'm just
crazy
telling you,
to
that's
me.
how they used to do it, man.
If
Listen,
people are disrespect you and do something
man.
like that, and then
Yeah.
have the nerve to find a
Yes.
corporate number and go complain
Yes.
when you just
Yes.
abuse somebody,
The,
what
Exactly.
those kind of people are special kind of evil, or they just something
uh-uh.
wrong with them. Definitely
Yeah.
wrong with them. You was the
100%.
problem, and you went out of your way to be a problem with somebody. Then you left the situation. You still
Yeah.
bad because somebody didn't take your abuse, and then you create a story where
Yeah.
that employee was wrong. And then it's normally a minimum wage employee and somebody
Man.
who makes a lot of money. You're a lawyer or
Yeah.
you're a doctor, and you get into it with a little valet driver because he
Man,
didn't
for
call you
real.
sir. He didn't know you was a
Right.
doctor. You know what I mean?
Boy.
Listen,
So it's crazy.
listen. That's
Yeah.
one of
Power
that's
play. They do that
that's
a
one
lot.
of them things I teach people. I don't care who they are. Respect. You're gonna respect me. You might not like me, but you gonna respect me. And respect this southern hospitality that I'm about to show you and display. Man, you ain't. First of all, you ain't about to talk to me crazy. Second, you're going to respect everything. Throwing something, throwing change on the counter and stuff like that. Man, come on,
Yeah. Yeah, I used to
boy.
work at the
I mean,
cleaners,
and
man,
then
and
it's so much racial
oh
undertones with
my
this stuff
god,
too.
yeah,
And
and
my
social
thing
too,
is,
racial and social, like a mixture of both. Yeah,
yeah, like you don't make enough money and you black. You know what I mean?
Right.
So you're really beneath me. It's just crazy how some people are
like
with this
I know the hospital not there no more now because I could talk about it. Working at doctor's hospital, doctors they'll make you they try to make you feel like you under them until they need you. Then they try to be nice to you. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? Like they rock stars. Then when they need you, hey man, could you run this over here stat for me? But you just talked crazy to me 5 minutes ago. You know what I'm saying?
Mm.
boy.
And
You get that a
bigotry. I
lot.
think that's when I used to struggle with that when I was young, dealing with the bigotry. You act one way and then trying to act another way when you're trying to get something done. You know what I'm
And
saying?
but
Like
then
you
you
don't want to
talk
keep
down
this.
like don't whisper,
Yeah.
hey, what's going on? I can like don't talk to me with that tone of voice because you want me to do something for you. And then people always say something, respect has to be earned. No,
Mm.
it's a certain amount of respect you give to
Yeah,
any human being. You don't
man,
know
Right.
them
Right.
to
man.
disrespect them. You know what I mean? So
Mm.
how the dude at the grocery store or the person in line in front of me gonna earn my respect? I need to respect him as another human being in a
Right.
public place. Ain't this? You ain't gonna be earning respect with everybody, and you
Mm.
got to give me just a certain respect. I'm carrying myself like a human, and
Yeah.
I'm walking into your establishment. You got to give people just a certain amount of respect just off the get go of them being
Yeah.
human. A lot of people are like, well, you can earn, disrespect is something you got to earn.
Mm.
You can earn
Yeah.
my
What I learned.
disrespect.
Yeah. What I learned too is some people just pessimistic, man, and they get off to getting under your skin. They get off to that. That's like they think they just want to get under your skin. They want that reaction out of you. Sometimes they'll get mad if they don't get a reaction out of you. It's pretty
Yeah.
crazy just by being silent. You know what I'm saying?
Mm.
And it's like you know what, and then but if you choke them out or you do something crazy, now they trying to call the police. You know what I'm saying? So.
Hey.
And one
Oh.
thing I used to hate working at a job, I know y'all
Mhm.
probably experienced this too. They'll sit there and be nice to you, talk to you, watch, but then they'll go tell your manager something and then act like they never said nothing
Oh
to
Mm.
yeah,
you. But the manager told you that the person reported you though.
Mhm.
Oh boy, there you when I was younger, boy, my 20 they used to burn me up. But yeah, man.
Mm.
and
Hey,
I
t-
just
Just
lady that smiled at some nurse smiling in my face and whatever. Went to
yeah.
my supervisor. I suggest he should be fired for that and this and that. You know what I mean? And
mm.
then every time I say, "Hey, what's going on? How are you doing?" It was like, "Surprised I'm still here." I mean, I read your statement. Took the time, smile in my face, and then write a whole statement, and then put your suggestion on there that they didn't even ask for. You know
Man.
what I mean? So
Yeah.
Hey, and speaking of respect, I was out shopping Saturday, this past Saturday,
Yeah.
and I had my work clothes on, not my work,
Yeah.
not my 9 to 5. I had my cutting grass clothes on,
Mm-hmm. For
so
sure.
I'm looking super dusty, super dusty.
Boy,
Man, I
I
walked
get it.
in, I walked, I walked in three stores. Not no salesperson asked how you doing or even greeted me. Nothing. I said, dang. So this is how this just off of respect. I don't care how a person look, whatever. I'm respecting. Hey, how you doing? You need any help?
Yeah.
Nobody. And I went in Foot Locker. Only people that spoke to me. Hey, are you doing anything you look for? I said, no, I'm just
Yeah.
looking. I'm just looking. You
Yeah.
know, I had to leave
Oh
out there
yeah.
with something
Yeah.
yeah, just because you know what I
just
mean,
because.
because of that them other people,
Hmm.
Oh yeah, they do that all the time. I know what's this store we go to, Academy Sports. Can't
Mm.
stand that store, man. You go in there, they act like there wasn't nobody over there. Now it's like a dude over there acting like he
You
checking the
looking,
tags or something.
yo, 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 yo. Oh, what you need any
With
help?
the little thing, what's the little asset protection dude with the little earpiece.
Yeah.
Hey, how you doing there, sir? I was like, dude, you was all the way over there. What you over?
I'm gonna start doing that as a social experiment.
I told one dude at Walmart one time, I just bought something
I'll videotape it.
at the self checkout. Had the receipt in my hand.
Mm.
And he said, "Man, can I see your receipt?" I said, "Yeah, I guess because a black dude walking out with something, I guess you just got to see his receipt, huh?" "Oh no, man, it ain't like that, man." Oh man, y'all ready to laugh, man? Oh, this gonna be funny, man. It says a life lesson. Chris Brown charging $1K
Mm.
for a backstage picture, and they said men are seeing their mates or their spouses in these pics online on Twitter and stuff. I think one dude said he called off an engagement because he saw his girl taking a picture with Chris Brown. You know what I'm saying? Like the one in the middle right here, like that one in the middle.
Mm.
Man, is that crazy, man? Like,
He paid $1,000,
first of all,
he got a
spending
million.
$1K in the land right now with inflation and everything. I mean, how much, man? That's a lot of money to spend just for, you know what I'm saying?
My bad Boosie, man. My bad Boosie, man.
Ah,
Charging $50, man. It's okay, man. My bad.
that's $3K. That's $3K just right there. Think about how much he make just off pictures, man.
Mhm.
Woo.
But
Just
yeah,
think about a dude
you
seeing
gotta
his
think
girl, though,
about it.
man.
If he
My thing
charges,
is,
go ahead, Jay.
I'm all right. You know what I mean? Like my woman taking a picture. This is celebrity. This is kind of like a once in a lifetime thing. You get
With
really.
her butt? With her butt in his hand?
Man, it don't bother me. But if I'm there, I don't care. If I'm not, you know what I mean? Like you. But my thing, I was like, you're gonna invest. That shows me your character and what you would do. You thought spending like not only the ticket money, you thought spending $1,000 for a picture was a good investment. This was that important to you that it spent $1,000. 50, even if you got it like that, which a lot of people do, 50 or 100,
so?
okay, that's your money. But if you spending more for the picture with the man than the actual ticket, that's showing me something about your like priorities or whatever. You know what I mean?
Yeah, for sure.
People have fun. They do things. You know, I've had a girlfriend, and back in the day, we was in a club together. Men's gonna dance with you, and back then when we dancing, it was kind of close. You know what I mean? Just kind of be respectful of what you're doing, or you know, don't take.
I ain't taking a girl to a club. Yeah, I didn't.
I didn't never take her. Like she went.
I thought you said like you took her. I thought you said like you took her to the club.
No, she went. I went. We saw each other. We talked a little bit. She danced a little bit. I danced a little bit.
I seen the find it on TikTok. I seen the dude was like, he took a girl to a bar, so the girl started talking to other dudes, and he just got up and said, "Hey man, I need you to give her a ride home because I'm about to bounce, man."
Well, you got to think about where you took her. You know what I mean? And then what's the girl like at that time?
I mean, she showed you who she is. I mean, he wasn't mad. She just showed me who she was.
I don't think they had. I mean, you went to a place where men buy women drinks and talk to them, and then it happened. And then you thought
but you just talked about respect like 5 minutes ago, though, right? She should respect you, right?
Respect herself.
Did you just say that? Did you just say that?
Yes, but I don't think that's.
Yes, but. Okay.
Yes, we're explaining the situation, but you know, that's what the but was. You know what I mean? The explanation of the situation. Look, you went to a now. If you went to a dinner or like a work party and she's talking to other men, that's different. Or you know, like a house party, whatever, or just a party. You took her to a bar, and then like separated from her. Now, if she left the table to go to the bar and dudes start buying drinks and talking to her, that's different. Y'all mixing and mingling in a bar, and she's attractive. You know what you brought to the bar.
Now flip that. If you do that with a woman, you can't even look at another woman. If you go in there with a woman, you better not even look at another woman.
I was about to say,
and it's over. You can't even go to Walmart. You can't even go to Walmart and look down the aisle and see the girl with the yoga pants on. You gonna get what are you looking at?
You gotta hold yourself accountable.
Oh, Walmart, it's a whole nother world, man. It's a whole nother world, man.
Walmart. We're going to a place where people gonna be choosing. You know, you got your smell good on. You got your good little shirt. You know what I mean? And women start trying to buy you drinks or touching you. She get mad. I mean, this is where you decided to go. Y'all both did something Y'all
Yeah, for
together,
sure.
but y'all did stuff that single people do.
Yeah.
Like if you go to the strip club, we gonna participate in strip club activities. We go to the club, we gonna participate in club activities, and I like, you know what I mean. But I don't want to. If a girl's giving you a lap dance in Walmart or Foot Locker, that's a problem. But it depends on where you are. If you're in the strip club, lap dance is okay. Walmart, not okay. You know what I mean? So if me and buying drinks at a bar that y'all went to, that's kind of go with that
I think
environment.
I think she felt like he disrespected her because you in a dude's face, but I brought you to the bar, but you in other dude's face. That's what it sounded like to me. But
Listen, do y'all honestly think like if okay, I can't say nobody married. Let's just say
let's go back to our 20s. Let's go back to our
uh
20s. You know, 20-year-old Pill, 20-year-old John.
I just
John was
say
a different dude at 20 though. He a really outside the box kind of guy. He really not playing
okay.
around. He really outside the box
All right.
thinker, man.
All right, mine is being so mine is being married and you in a relationship now. And if you pay $1,000 to take a picture with Rihanna, do you think the same way you can take a picture any kind of way you want? You pay $1,000, do you think that woman would say the same thing or have the same feeling? Be like, it's just a picture.
Oh no.
No way.
Of course not.
Didn't it be
Like
on Instagram too? Didn't it be on
What?
Instagram too? What?
What?
she would feel
What?
disrespected. But guess
Yo,
what?
Yes.
She know you ain't got no chance, Rihanna. Like Chris Brown, a slave one of them. Chris Brown probably
Yes.
knocked all three of them out. Rihanna
Yes.
not touching now one. Like
Yeah, which one of them right now you think could go? Which one of them you think could go? Probably all three. I don't know about the one in the red. I don't know.
oh, that,
She
that
probably
first,
go too.
that first,
It's about Chris. It's not about the women. It's about Chris. Chris will knock all three of them down. Now,
Yes.
Rihanna take a picture with three of us. Not saying that we don't get pulled, ain't got packages, but
I
Rihanna
get what
not
you're saying.
sleeping with fans. She not doing it.
You
Even
never
if
know.
she let you grab her butt for $1,000 in the picture, like that's it. It stops right there when that picture's over. That $1,000 game,
Yeah.
you walk away. Your woman will know that. That your woman will know. Rihanna ain't gonna touch you or have sex with you at all. She knows that
But a
picture
woman don't
is
even want
all.
you looking at her though.
No,
A woman don't even
no.
want
But
you
she
looking at
knows
her. Yeah.
that picture is the only thing that happened. But she's
Right.
disrespected, embarrassed that you took that picture publicly and you
Yeah.
wasted money to doing that. So you're gonna get
Right.
all that and plus no possibility to cut Rihanna. But Chris
Boy.
Brown is all the risk, and Chris Brown probably hit your girl. Steve.
You
So that's the only difference.
answer
Most people
the
would be
truth.
mad.
You can't handle the truth.
All right. Another pick one. Adidas suit, track suit, or the troop suit, track suit.
that Adidas. I always go forever.
I gotta go. Them three stripe classics is
I'm
still
going troop.
going.
I love
Still
troop.
going.
I'm going troop, man. That's that paid in full kind of
Brother,
era.
I
That
got-
paid in full. The 300 SEL beans with the
Yeah,
BBSs,
BBSs.
man, with the bucket hat. You know what I'm saying?
Hey, I was looking for a
I'm
troop
going
suit.
troop.
I was looking
I'm
for
going
a troop
troop.
suit the other about a few months back. I was like,
I was a dude on Facebook. Shout out to Terrence, man. T. Will. He had one of those troops. He was like a 80s party or something like that. He had a troop flow. That one was clean, man.
Hey, I
You
saw
probably
the
can
price.
find them online. They probably expensive though.
No,
They still
I
bust
saw
your
the
ass
price
for 'em.
on them. They up there.
About
I saw the
300?
price.
About
Yeah,
300 for one
easy.
of them things?
3 or
Yeah.
4. 3 or 4 easy.
You probably go to Kim's Fashion though. She probably got some.
You get the
Now,
short set.
I got the shoes though. I gotta find the suit.
It may not be like that. It may be the different style. It may be like in polyester or silk or
Yeah.
something at a Kim's Fashion, man. Well, they had all kind of stuff at Kim's Fashion. They can do anything, man. They had them No Limit shirts, man.
Hey,
Cash Money shirts, man. Lil Wayne.
got the what was the other the do rag that they had? What was the
Oh
do rag?
man.
What
The Fubu Platinum. Well, Fat
Yeah.
Albert had a do rag on. Fubu Platinum, man. And a gold tooth.
Yeah. Hey, don't sleep on
And
Kill
then you wear it to school. You wear that to school, man, you'll get clown, man.
Yeah.
Wear that if you want to, man.
So I didn't see it in the Fubu catalog.
I go to
Call
them.
it boo-boo.
What's the one next door to it? What's the one next door?
It's all the same. Kim's
No.
Fashion.
No,
Mr.
it's the
Chin's.
same.
Mr. Chin's.
No,
Mr. Chin's Fashion. It's all.
no. What's the one next door? Tops and bottom. Is it tops and bottom? Tops and bottom.
Oh yeah, that's a uniform. So yeah, same
What?
thing. Yeah,
I
they sell
still
like
go-
uniforms.
I ain't gonna front. I still go get my Dickies there.
Hey.
Still go get
They
my.
sell, that's where you got the locs. They got the locs in there too, don't they?
Mm-hmm.
Easy to eat.
And no,
Locs.
I get the looks from the mall. The 2 for $25.
So tell me what y'all think about this. Ebony K, she's 40 years old, says she would not date a bus driver, so she had to settle with artificial donation with I think she froze her eggs and had to get them fertilized or something to have a baby. So it's pretty much she had the baby through artificial insemination. So did her standards put her in this circumstance where she had to freeze her eggs and get fertilized instead of, actually meeting a spouse and, getting married and having a kid?
First of all, who is that?
Oh, boy,
That's
she
the
was
one
online for a minute.
that,
She's like a lawyer, I think.
Yeah, and
Yeah.
she criticized me and said a lot of people say, well, just because he's working, he's a hard worker, he's a blue collar guy. She was like, well, she had the standard. I would not date a bus driver no matter how.
Yeah, she asked him that.
Oh.
Yeah,
no matter how
that woman
he
Iyanna
feels.
asked her that. She said, Ebony, would you date a bus driver?
Oh.
Does he own the
her.
bus? Does he
Her,
own the
yeah.
bus?
Yeah.
So I mean, your standards is something standards and boundaries is something you got to stand on. She's standing on hers. I think she really took an easy way out on May's selection. She would rather have a ghost, a person that doesn't exist with zero income, than like a bus driver or some of the men. I knew she got men in her phone, men in her DMs, men approach her, but she don't want that. But she can't be let down with a ghost or phantom man. But guess
she's
what?
building a unicorn.
Guess what kind of
that
men?
don't exist.
Guess what kind of men donate sperm? She could be having a bus driver baby and don't even know it. They do physical stuff. Like, well, I know he was 6'3", and he had green eyes, and he was healthy. And that's all she know about her sperm donor. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Maybe it was a black man that was 6'3", or blah blah blah.
That could have been the dude sitting over there under the bridge by McDonald's on the north side.
Exactly.
You never know,
So
man. You know what I'm saying?
they don't say.
He drank a lot of water that day. He was able to donate. You know what I'm saying?
So you know what I mean. You're looking at the sperm. So she could, in reality, be having a bus driver's baby at this moment.
No, what I'm saying is her standards high to put her in this situation though.
Yeah, no, I mean you got to.
You can build a unicorn.
And I respect.
You can build a unicorn.
I respect her for standing on her boundaries, and she wants to do what she wants. She wanted to have a baby. She couldn't do the work to really get a man, and or the men weren't meeting her standards, and she stood on that. I'm gonna have a baby at this age.
That's a cop out. That's a cop out.
Huh?
That's a cop out.
That's a cop out. 100% cop out. You can have a standard, but don't you build a unicorn that don't exist. You gotta evaluate your standards.
She's standing on that.
Yeah,
she's gotten what she wants.
And that's why I said, did her standards put her in this circumstance where she had to freeze her eggs and get them fertilized? That's all I'm saying.
No, it's a cop out to me because
for sure.
100%. That means are you even qualified yourself? Don't hey.
Oh, she a lawyer. She up there.
Yeah,
but it's like,
but
you ain't finding
again. We're talking about bread. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And that bread.
I think attitude wise, she at a different level because she like a lawyer. So sometimes when some people,
like
not her, and generally most people get educated,
she like
you almost like, yeah, exactly. You set yourself up.
To me, I think it's the narcissistic behavior in what
Yeah.
she wants control.
Right.
And she has total control of her body, her baby's life, whether that's a good thing or a bad thing. And sometimes, most of the time in a relationship, you don't have 100% control. People are always talking about they don't want 50-50, but it's 50-50 control. Even though your man brings on 100% of the income, and pays all the bills and provides and protects for you, you still want a 50-50 say in all decisions. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But you are putting in a 50% contribution. but you want 50-50 say
I
or
actually said
authority.
Adidas suit. I
And
missed that one.
she's not giving. She's not getting that. She had all that control with having the baby and
Ashley
controlling the
said,
pregnancy.
raising a child by yourself is hard work. Unfortunately, she's going to learn through her life experience that this was a terrible decision. That's
But
what a woman said.
it's nannies for
Huh?
that. You know what I mean? She's gonna have nannies. She's gonna have tutors. Her child is gonna have the best in the world, and she's gonna control.
I don't think it's still the same though. You can have the nannies. It's just something not having a man in the house. It is a difference.
Hey,
I'm seeing that for my own self. It's a difference.
I had to check somebody at work today that has been raised by nannies and whoop de whoop whatever. I said that level that I know what you're used to, but this ain't
Right.
how it goes. You know what I'm saying? This is not how it
Yeah,
goes.
I think Ebony don't want that kind of dude, like a dude that's gonna challenge her and
Yeah.
be the head. She wants
Well,
somebody like that.
I think she kind of does, but she wants the head lead me. You got to lead me. You have to have these qualifications. You have to make double the money I make. You
That's
have
crazy.
to have more intelligence than I have, and that qualifies me to let you lead me.
Yeah.
And
But
that's the thing.
She reminds me. She reminds me of one of those people who will always move the goalposts. There is no finish line. There's a goalpost that's gonna keep getting moved. It go from double income. It has to be this. Now I want you to be the president. Now I want you to be a CEO.
And she says that you can't just not make like now we start off, you're making double my money, but in 3 years you have to have a plan to keep growing. Like you said, Mike, developing skills and keep growing as a person. That's a standard that she has for a man. He can become like even if he makes double what she makes, he cannot be comfortable where he is.
I understand that.
To grow.
I understand
and
that.
that's the standard that she has and that you have as well.
But what I'm saying is, but she's one of those people though that, in my opinion, I think it seemed like when he listened to her talk in different interviews, she seemed like one of the people that got all the expectations for a dude, but what do a dude expect from you?
Yeah.
She never talks about what do a dude get from her. Like, you want this, this, and this, but what comes with your deal? If a dude bring all this to the table and meets that, what do you meet? Like, what's on your menu? You want all this stuff on the menu.
If you're asking
what's on your menu?
If you're asking that question of her, that's low vibration.
Okay, that's fine.
And you don't qualify because you even think about it. She brings her to table. That's it. She's the prize. You're not on the level to even ask. It shows your mindset.
I'll let you roll with that. I'll let you roll with that.
That's a
You
low
asked for the
vibe.
answer. That's the answer.
You want answers. I want the truth. You
And
can't
that's why she
handle
having a
the
baby
truth.
right now. Go get her eggs out of Waffle House. What you want? I want a baby. Let's scramble them up real quick. You want hash browns with that?
It's terrible. It's terrible though, man. It's
Oh man. All right, man. Tell me what y'all think. Pick one. Big Red or Victor Sweet?
Oh man, my office hours.
Hey.
Burger, eat, dog, eat. That's get down there with the man.
Classic.
Oh man, that's
Oh,
hard.
man.
That is really hard.
Yeah, that's hard, ain't it?
I use
I'm
that
gonna
to
go
this
Big
day.
Red.
Yeah, I
I'm
use that
about to
to
go with
this
Big
day.
Red, man. Victor Sweet was cold too, but I'm about to go with Big Red, man.
Out of town shooters.
He went from 0 to 100. Big Red said, my office hours are from 9.
From what? Nah.
Man, you gonna talk to me?
Man. I mean, he slapped dude so hard he went through the door into the other room.
Hey, Big Red, he played that role so good. You be like, man, that mug, he might slap you in real life.
Yes, it remind you of the Big Show, right? Now, no, Victor Sweet was cold too, but yeah, Big Red though. When he told him when he first signed him, he said, I like your showmanship, I like your style. I want to sign you right now. But yeah, Victor Sweet though, yeah. He said, you hungry, dog? You eat? Dude, he made his wife. Shut up! I may get down there and eat it with him. Matter of fact, get down here and share a meal with your man.
Man,
Then he said, "Yeah, sop that up real good." I said, "Man."
that's
But
that
Big
was
Red was
crazy.
cold throughout the whole. Big Red was cold throughout the whole movie, though.
Yeah,
Man, he was straight
I
getting
would
over,
give him
man.
the whole movie, but the level of
Yeah.
disrespect for an employee, I'm going with disrespect. You know what I mean?
Yeah, boy. Out of town shooters. That's specifically what I said. Out of town shooters. I know it's what I told you, right? But you going high in town shooters. You know what I get with in town shooters? I get in town trouble. Oh man. Oh, that was funny. All right, guys. Thanks for watching. Thanks for hitting the subscribe button. Let us know what you think about the podcast. Be sure to go to the channel, hit the subscribe button. And with that being said, anything y'all want to say, man, before we sign out this thing?
Yeah.
Like, share, subscribe.
Yes, sir.
Blake, ready to die. You want answers. I want the truth. You can't handle the truth.
To protect the sheep, you got to catch the wolf. And it takes a wolf to catch a wolf. You understand?
Allow nothing to be in your life that you cannot